Okay, so this is our kit for KCL and KVL. Here if you see there is one loop, two loop and three loop. Okay, but we have taken an example only two loops, so we are hiding this third loop and we will be performing practical only on this loop. Okay, so here this is your V1, this will be acting as your V2. Here the resistor connected on this board will be R1. Here this will be R2 and here the third resistor which is connected is R3. Okay. So first of all we'll check the value of resistance which we have taken. For example, like we are going to check this resistance. If you check here,
दिख रहा है इधर से
this value, if you check, it comes out to be near about 222 ohm. So
because of temperature it may get changed.
See, it is coming 222.8, 222.7 or 6, it's fluctuating. So we have taken it 222 ohm. Okay. The next resistance value, if you check here, we will be getting that around, see, 336.1 ohm. So we have taken it 336 ohm. And the third resistor value, if you check, see, we are getting 0.482 kilo ohm it is showing. So we have taken it 482 ohm. Okay. So this is your R3. So R1, R2, R3 we have taken same values. Now we have to check whether we are getting the same values of I1, I2 and I3 which you have calculated. So that was your observed and theoretical value and this will be your practical values. So this is our dual DC power supply board. From here we can supply directly two voltages to this circuit. So first one I am applying V1. So see here, this V1 will be connected to this first port. So these two wires will be your V1 acting as V1 source. We will give value from here afterwards. Let me first connect the circuit. Then V2. So from here this will be your, these are the two terminals for V2. So we are going to connect from here V2. Okay. So these are your two supplies V1 and V2. Now we have to check the current I1, I2 and I3. So I1 will be displayed here because here the ammeter should be connected. In place of ammeter, we will be directly calculating from multimeter. This is your multimeter. This can give you different values of voltage, resistance, current and temperature. All these values can be taken from this meter. That's why we call this meter as multimeter. Okay, fine. Now for calculating I1, if I keep I2 and I3 open, I'll not get the value of current because for current I need a closed circuit. So first of all I am closing this I2. Okay. Then I am closing this I3. Now if I connect my meter here at this place, I'll get the value of current I1. So I am connecting this here. Now I'll go to this meter. This knob is connected at V, ohm and hertz. That means it is going to measure voltage, resistance and frequency. But I want to measure current. So I have to connect this knob to here. So I am changing this knob and connecting it here so that I'll get the current in milliampere. Now I'll switch on this. From here if I see, I'll here on this tab, I'll get the milliampere current. So I'll switch on this multimeter and set it to the range of milliampere current. Now if you see here, sorry, just a minute, we have not set the voltage. Okay, so we have taken V1 as 15. So from here I'll first set V1 as 15. So V1 is set to 15 and now I'll set V2 as 20. Okay. So my V2 is 20. So you can see here directly we are getting 7.68 milliampere of I1 current, and your observed value, what you have calculated theoretically, that value you got is 7.6 something, someone has tell na? Okay, so 7.6 milliampere, and here also if you see you are getting 7.66 milliampere. So you can note it down these values as your what we can say practical values. So practical value of I1 you are getting is 7.66, and what you have observed and calculated is 7.65 milliampere. Okay, so this is verified that you are getting the same value for I1. Now we'll check for I2. Now if you check for I2, you have to close first I1. So I am closing this I1 first, and now I am connecting it to I2. Now if you check it here, see you are getting minus 18 point, what you have calculated is minus 19 point something, and we are getting here near values only. According to the time, little variation may be allowed, because every time you take value you will get a new value. Points में difference चलेगा. Okay, so you are getting around 18 point. It's continuously varying it. You can see here it is 18.68 minus 18.68 milliampere. Okay, so you whatever you have calculated should be near to it. Okay, then we'll verify for I3. So for I3 I'll first open I3 and close this I2 circuit, and then we'll measure this I3. So if you check here, see you are getting 26.47 or 48. So the practical value of I3 is 26.47 and 48. Okay, so I3 also you are getting what you have calculated theoretically. Okay, so this shows that whatever KCL and KVL we have applied on the circuit is correct and verified. Okay, so this may be the conclusion of your practical.